Hello and welcome back. Today I'm going to be talking about this book, which is Great Speeches by Native Americans, edited by Bob Blaisdell. Publisher was Dover Thrift Editions. You can see the front, you can see the back. The reason I'm sort of talking about this book is because, whenever we speak about Indians or Native Americans, as the book says there, we always think of it from our government's history. We don't actually, a lot of people, I guess I should say, don't actually listen to what, the Native Americans actually said. Don't go by their speeches. Most people probably never read a Native American speech in their entire life. And what this book does is it has a huge collection of Native American speeches from the 16th, 17th, and 18th centuries. Forgive me for that. You can just see some of these here. And all, minor, everyone's heard of Tecumseh, everyone's heard of things like Geronimo, but there's plenty of other famous speeches by various Indians in this as well. Black Hawk. And then I like about this too is we also have some speeches from the 20th century Indians. So Russell Means, Oren Lyons, someone named Delos Lone Wolf from 1915. And that's why I think this is a very good book, because we have speeches from all these different eras of history, and we have the speeches of the actual Native Americans, not just, some misguided history book telling us things that aren't true, which our government unfortunately does when it comes to things about the Native Americans. So I'll just give you a quick flip through some of these pages, but then I'll read you a speech as well. And yeah, this is definitely, I've Googled a few other books out there, and I should say I've read this entire book. I don't make videos about books I haven't actually read, so I've read the entire book. And I've Googled a few other books about Native American speeches. There aren't really that many, so that this is a really well-made one, and it's easily available. They still sell it, just it's a different cover than this one, but this is widely available. This is a really good thing if you want to know, what Native Americans thought during various historical things, incidences, events, and it's just very good. I don't know what else to say about it. But I will read you a speech I thought was very interesting. It's a more modern one. So, pardon me if I butcher this name, but it's from David Corcini, leading Thunderbird of the Manitoba Indian Brotherhood. The speech is called "We Know We Can't Turn Back the Clock" from 1969. I'll read the little description. The president of the Manitoba Indian Brotherhood spoke about the causes of some of the present-day dilemmas facing Native Americans. Taking a breath here. 100 years of submission and servitude, of protectionism and paternalism have created psychological barriers for Indian people that are far more difficult to break down and conquer than are the problems of economic and social poverty. Paternalistic programs of the past, based largely on the idea that we must shelter and protect the ignorant savage, have created complex problems to those who want to shelter and protect themselves. Where once the Indian roamed, the factories, farms, and dwellings of a European horde block passage. We are dispossessed of our ancient ways and faced with life in a city. We know that we know that we can't turn we know that we can't turn back the clock. We know that we can't live for long in a wilderness that is fast being ransacked of fish and fur to feed and clothe the luxury-minded dwellers of the city. So we too must enter the confines of the city and try as best we might to make our way. But understand, O white man, understand, lovely lady dressed in fur, it is hard, very hard, to know that the land that once was ours will never ever again be our hunting grounds. It is hard to bear the crime-filled streets and the liquor-selling bars where once was only peaceful grass and sobriety. We understand that we must change, and we are changing, but remember, it once was our land, our life, and it is hard. Yeah, I thought that was a very good modern speech. Anyways, yeah, but as far as, I just wanted to show you a little of this book, and I don't know if you consider this a review or not, but I highly recommend this book for anyone who wants to read about Native Americans, and I think a lot of Americans, even if you're not interested in Native Americans, would be helpful just to open this up. You can read it online too, and you can just pick out a speech, something you like, and read it. Because it really goes to show that these Native American people, Indians, were never these savages that are portrayed in these misguided history books. They were normal people just like you and me, and they were wrongfully mistreated, and they still are to this day. They were mistreated in the past, and their ancestors are still being mistreated. And that is what needs to change, so that we don't have to keep saying, oh, the Native Americans, oh, the Indians. Stop the mistreatment now. Anyways, again, book is Great Speeches by Native Americans, and I hope you enjoyed this book review, and if you ever want to read it, I highly recommend it, and enjoy, because you will learn a lot.